Alrighty, so today I'm going to be trying out something that I think can finally genuinely happen and work with this new character, the Deandra killer wife, whatever you want to call her. I think this can finally work with this character. Obviously, she's not able to do it by herself. At least mine isn't right now because she doesn't have full overload gear with the right stats that I want on her. But I do think that this team that I'm about to show you guys, or at least this comp between these two characters, can give me what I want. So if you guys don't know, she lowers the cooldown. You guys already know that, all that stuff. But today we're going to be testing out Deandra, aka the killer wife, with Noah. And the reason why is because Noah is a burst 2 with a 40-second cooldown, and that's the main reason why a lot of people don't use her outside of PvP, because in PvP you're only going through one burst rotation, and then usually after that first burst rotation the match comes to an end, right? That's just how it is. But Noah has a mechanic in her burst skill that allows her to give everyone invulnerability, which makes it that they can't be damaged. Not only that, she gives a massive defensive buff, and she does also taunt all enemies, and then also when taking attack, there's a 10% chance affects all allies that damage taken. Like, this is 555 Noah, but if I'm able to spam her burst skill every burst rotation, I feel like that's going to be insanely good, right? I feel like that's going to be insanely good. It's going to be very safe knowing that at least for 3 seconds of the start of the burst skill, I'm going to have that invulnerability. Now, like I said, I have her skill 2 at level 10, but the 7 seconds is not enough unless I have her paired up with specific characters, right? And I'm saying that right now because, again, I don't have the overload gear, so I don't know without the overload gear that I want to have with the correct stats. But I'm going to have Modernia on the team as our only burst 3 as well, because Modernia bringing the full burst from 10 to 15 seconds is basically giving us an extra 5 seconds to have our burst skill lowered through, you know, Deandra aka D here, right? Or D aka Deandra, right? So this is a really good comp. We're gonna have litter and volume on the team as well, just to have a bit more. We don't want any other burst 2 or any other burst 3s on the team anyway, so we might as well fill up the other slots to other people who can lower cooldowns. But let's try this team and see how it goes. Fun fact, y'all, I don't know if you guys see my community post. You guys can't see it here because of my webcam. Let me remove it. But I did also get her to LB3. I remember I used my things to get her to LB3. So my Noah here, she doesn't really have leveled up gear because I never really need it. At least for me, I never need it. But I do like this, right? I do like this a lot. Hopefully it works like I think it works, because that invulnerability that she has, basically it makes you immune, right? It makes you immune from any type of damage. It's really, really helpful. And she's a rocket launcher as well, so our burst generation is going to be quite good. We can also try this with Polly, because I feel like Polly has a really good burst skill as well. She gives an attack buff which is quite big, and then also she gives a what's it called, a shield, right? So that's gonna go off. Okay, we're fine. Oh, okay, we didn't take damage from that. Can we get a, don't die on me? Okay, we're good. Oh my god, it works. So now every burst rotation we can have, okay, well, it's only 3 seconds, so like we have to be taking damage right away. Okay, well, okay, she ended up dying. We don't have a healer on the team. Maybe we should get one of those. Let me put a healer on the team. All right, I didn't know who to pick between Mary and Rapunzel. I was gonna put Rapunzel just in case if I do need that revive, but I want to show you guys without having to have a revive, right? So I put on the Summer Mary. I know a lot of you guys are not gonna have her, right? Because sometimes when I do these videos, you guys, if you guys have the characters, you guys just use the team, even though our builds are not the same. But you know, I do think this is gonna work out just fine. So let me just try to get all the damage out on these parts right here as soon as possible, and then we can try to break this as soon as possible as well. We got, okay, 1 shot off, it's fine. Okay, no damage, that's good. And then we break this in time, perfect. Don't die. Okay, it's fine, we can heal, right? We can heal. Once we enter that full burst, we are gonna heal. Yep, okay, so we're healing now. It's not that big right off rip, but hopefully she is taunting, so it's quite difficult for her, right? It is quite difficult. Okay, we got a glitch off there, which is good. Right? Sometimes that happens, right? When the turret or comes after you or whatever. Oh, let's break that. When that comes after you, sometimes it just goes in between because of like you reloading and shooting, right? When you're reloading, you're in a different pose. When you're shooting, you're in a different pose. So if you're shooting and it shoots at you and you end up reloading, it's not going to hit you because your pose has changed, right? But this comp right here is really good. Modernia is fantastic against projectiles because of her burst skill, AoE basically, that you can control, and then even against the Trin, right? Modernia is a really good character here. That's why I always said Modernia was a better character before we had Red Hood and we had all these characters. And anytime the conversation came up between who was the better character, OG Scarlet or Modernia, I always said Modernia because of this burst skill. Yeah, it's not doing as much damage as Scarlet's, but it's really helpful. Able to clear projectiles, have that extra like 5 seconds if you need it, right? And then constantly just do unlimited damage for 15 seconds, right? And again, like I said, it's quite helpful for projectiles. Is this as fast as a team with Red Hood or A2 or something like that? Of course not, but at the end of the day, it still works, right? It still works. It's not a team you're gonna run to unless you have no other choice, but it does still work, definitely, which I do like, right? Other options are good for the player base because there's not everybody, like not everybody's gonna have the characters that I have, not everybody's gonna have the characters that the main people are using, right? Because those are main characters, but we ended up beating it. Now I want to try this also with not with Noah, but with Paulie, right? And I know this is a Noah video, but I want to try it with Paulie because I realized that Paulie has the shield, right? Paulie has the shield as well. Where is she? Paulie has the shield, and she also gives an attack buff, and this could be every burst rotation, which is going to be nice. This could be every burst rotation. She also has, like, you know, an attack buff when you attack 5 times and then damage shared as well. So it's kind of like a free-to-play version, I want to say, a free-to-play version of not a free-to-play version of Noah, just not even close. But I want to use her, right? We're gonna run this same team with Paulie, and then that'll be that, right? There's not much stuff for me to try. We have Solar Raid out, but it's only level 1, 2, and 3, so I can't really show you guys there. Throughout the week, though, when we get later on to like stages 7 and the challenge mode of Solar Raid, you guys will see more showcases of the character with, you know, D or whatever against it, right? I think she's really good for anybody on a 40-second cooldown, if you want to be honest, right? Probably not a burst 1 because she's burst 1, so it's, you're just always going to use her burst skill if the, you know, 40-second cooldown character is not ready to go right when you enter the full burst, right? Like, for example, if I use her with Noise, right? Noise is going to be like on a 5-second cooldown, and then it's like D's just going to use her burst skill. Okay, we got the glitch off there, so I don't know if you guys seen it there, but basically, because she was shooting and then she ended up, like, she was recovering and then went to the shooting pose, it glitched out there, right? So I guess that's also kind of like that iframe thing. I don't really like doing the iframe thing. I don't find it necessary whatsoever, but you know, the iframe that people like doing, that's basically what it is, right? You just iframe to see when it's shooting you, so you can kind of dodge it like that, right? It is a good way to think. But yeah, Modernia is a really good character for this, and we're getting a massive attack buff from Litter and also Paulie. Boom. Okay, we just need, okay, we got it off, thank you, right? I really, oh my god, I love it that it's just normal attacks, not like a full burst or anything. A lot of the characters, if not every single one of the characters besides Dorothy, right, their cooldown reduction is through a full burst. So when we have situations like that where we're on the cooldown and we need it right away, that's where her just having to shoot 8 times comes in handy, because then we can just do it. And Dorothy also has that as well, but right, it's just more handy when it just comes down to you have to shoot a certain amount of times, you lower cooldown, right? I like that much more. I really do like that much more. But we ended up beating it again. So if you don't have Noah and you want Paulie and you have that exact same team, you didn't need Mary there. I feel like we didn't need Mary there for sure because we didn't really take damage, right? Nobody ever took damage. We didn't need Mary there, but she was there for Noah because Noah was taking damage because she was taunting and stuff like that. But here we didn't take damage because we have the attack buff and stuff like that, more attack, you know how it goes. So I'm glad it works. So I really do like this new D character. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video. I know, again, it was a Noah showcase, but I really was, you know, curious with Paulie, so I wanted to put Paulie in there as well. I really like this character, right? I'm gonna have my final thoughts on her in maybe a few days, maybe tomorrow, right? I might have my final thoughts on her, right? I want to wait probably till Solo Raid like gets to like stage 7, but then again, I don't need to wait for that to tell you guys, because it's like, it's not like she's meant to do damage or anything like that, right? Her kit's gonna work the exact same way because she's a supporter. So I really do like her though, right? I'm gonna get my full-blown final thoughts on her soon. really like the fact that 40-second characters now don't need to be paired up with other characters. Like, it's possible that you could run a team like this, and this is a team I would run, right? Litter, Polly, and then Modernia, even another burst 3. I don't always have to run one burst 3, but Modernia and another burst 3 with Polly, being able to use Polly's burst skill every burst rotation, and Litter, who wouldn't want that, right? That's quite a big attack buff from just those two, right? And the same thing could work with Red Hood, but I feel like it'd be more difficult because she's a burst 1, 2, and 3, so it's kind of a hassle if you want to be honest. But we're gonna try that as well and all that stuff. So many videos are gonna come with this character because she benefits so many characters in the game. So stay tuned to all that stuff. Make sure you guys subscribe and like. And before the video does end, I do want to give not a shout out, but I do want to, you know, pay my respects. If you guys do not know, Akira Toriyama passed away on March 1st, right? But the news came out yesterday. I know this is not a Dragon Ball channel, but I am a huge Dragon Ball fan, right? I mean, I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan. I just don't really like the Dragon Ball community because sometimes they go crazy, but I do like, you know, Dragon Ball a lot and all that stuff. I'm grateful for all the work that he has done and all that stuff. Just wanted to put that in this video, right? Even though, hey, thank you so much, Toriyama, for what you've done for this world. Honestly, it's inspiration to all. So if you also were a Dragon Ball fan, feel free to say rest in peace and pay your respects as well. But for now, it's your boy Zxous. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.